Let's turn our attention now to announcements. Austin, standing by with some announcements. Austin?
So this week our YouTube channel hit 850 subscribers. We are currently at 856. So thanks to everyone that subscribed and shared the video with others, and maybe thanks to Fee also for promoting on ACB radio. Apart from that, OnePlus launched its OnePlus 11 phone. The phone is similar to OnePlus 10, and it does not have much of color OS. Luckily, they're still on Oxygen OS. The unboxing of the phone is similar to OnePlus 10. There is the phone, there is a 100-watt charger, there's a card with SIM ejection pins and the standard documentation, the red cable club, and the USB cable. And the phone comes with a Snapdragon 802 second gen and a 5-inch screen and all that. So, and also the RealMe Cola phone that I was talking to you about last week, branding with Coca-Cola has been launched. So that's from the news. If anyone wants to add anything.
Well, that sounds really great, Austin. I was very lousy at math. So at 856, does that leave us with 140 something to get to 1,000?
Yeah, 144.
There we go. I told you I was lousy at math. Uh, so, really, we want to thank you guys that have subscribed and have brought us this far. And so, like I said, make Austin's dream come true by crossing us over to that 1,000 mark. And we're looking forward to that. Let's do it between now and April, shall we? So that when we talk about the first Android 14 beta, we will be talking about the 1,000 mark of YouTube subscribers of BAU. So if you're hearing us, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Austin loves it when you guys do it. And we all do that. We all do. We love you guys subscribing because then it says we have listeners out there. Thank you so much.
And
And Warren,
subscription is free. Subscription is free, so there's no need to pay for subscribing. And also, once you subscribe, there'll be a notification bell which will be saying personalized. So you click on that and change it to all so that you will get the notifications of all the new videos that we post.
and Warren, speaking of math, should we just call the OnePlus 11 12? Is that how that works?
Yes, we should.
I think we
Okay.
should because you know what? If they're skipping the T model this year or whatever, I think that's 1+12.
Yeah, let's stick to arithmetic. Let's not go into algebra. We don't want that T in there.
See, this is why I have a problem. When you have letters in math, I thought that math was all about numbers. But then when I hear all these X, Y, Z's and the T's, I'm lost.
And the most sad part is they have removed the IP67, 68 certification. There's no wireless charging. So all of that has been kept for the OnePlus 11 Pro model, which will be somewhere maybe at the second quarter or towards the end of the year.
Does that mean that because it's not got that water resistance thing anymore? Does that mean you can't spill coffee all over it? But if it's got the tea,
coffee.
can you spill tea on it? Would that be all right?
I don't think. And also OnePlus has made it super confusing. So if you buy the 128 GB of the phone, you will get an older version of UFS storage. But if you buy the 256 version or 256 gigs of the phone, you will get the latest UFS storage and the latest version of RAM, that is LPDDR5X, will be in both the variants. So that is very confusing. The listeners,
They're
if you're
taking
buying
a page out of Samsung's book there.
Yeah.
Samsung did the same thing, yeah.
So if the listeners are buying, I would say, recommend that you go for the 256. Even the older version is not that bad, but it's better to go for the latest one.
Well, what that does is that it actually confirms the word on the street that the UFS 4.0 does not support 128. It has to be 256. And this is why we were talking the last time that if one does not buy that Samsung thing and you get it later on and you get the 128, you're not going to be getting the current storage system. You will be getting the previous version. So that really confirms that. But what I don't like about OnePlus, though, is that they're still very stingy when it comes to storage. And I think they're the only company now that is kind of just so bent on that 256. Do they have a 512? I don't think they do.
No, I've not heard of them.
No. And I don't know what the deal is with OnePlus. You are not giving people an SD card, and yet you are not bumping up the storage. So what's the deal? OnePlus, I'm looking at you, man. This is one of the things, or one of the reasons why I'm not enthused by OnePluses. I'm sorry.
They have also launched the OnePlus Pad, which is a tablet, Android tablet. So if anyone wants, they can go for that.
Actually, isn't it called the OnePlus Pad? Did you say Pad or did you say Tab?
Yeah, it's called OnePlus Pad.
Okay, yeah.
It's a
So
pad.
I guess, yeah.
So maybe I put it on my table and like a table pad or, mouse
Yeah.
pad, something paddy.
No, Warren, in your house, it would go on your desk. And then about 2 years later, you'd try this thing out. Oh, how long's that been there? And everyone else has moved on. They've brought out the the OnePlus 10 pad or something, and you're still using this old one because you've forgotten it's on the desk of doom. Where
Now,
your
frankly,
parcels just sit for ages and you don't even notice they've come.
if it's too flat, then probably I will forget it's there and maybe use it for a mouse pad.
There's not a lot of Android tablets out there. I'm sure Samsung makes them, Lenovo makes them. I don't think HP makes any.
Yeah, I wish there were more. So especially like around the 8-inch, there's like no 8-inch size Android tablets that are good. Like you mentioned, Lenovo makes them, but I think they have an M8 that's like, man, that thing's old. I think it's running Android 10, and like the only 8-inch tablet Samsung makes is the lower end Tab A7 Lite, I think it is. So yeah, I wish there were. I mean, Samsung is with the larger, more premium tablets, they're like basically dominating the Android tablet market. But I wish we had a little more to choose from in that area.
Yeah, I don't know why they've stopped doing that, really. Maybe they weren't selling very well. I'm not sure. Or maybe it's because quite a lot of people attach their Android phones to their computers now. And then my mum got a new computer and she's done that. I mean, for me, I'm not bothered because I don't see the screen anyway. But I guess if you can and you've already got a computer, maybe you would just do that. But
They used to have a 7-inch Galaxy Pad at one point. The G Pad spin off with the
there
iPad.
used to be a lot more, didn't there? There used to be a lot more tablets than what you can get now. Strange.
Well, in reality,
Wonder-
we still have a boatload of tablets. It's just that sometimes there are a lot out there that we don't know about because, I mean, heck, Walmart even has its own tablets, the on or and tablets. And then we have some of those from RealMe or Apple and things like that. It's that a lot of these things sometimes are in China. They're not here.
Yeah,
So
even
we
Yeah,
don't
but
Xiaomi
they're
get to
not
hear about
necessarily
this.
high-end ones, really, though, are they? Necessarily, they're not, and they're not promoted very well. Whereas if you're in the Apple side of things, they're always doing new iPads, and it's strange.
The S series of tablets that Samsung does. I have a friend on Discord that got the S8 Ultra, I think, a 14-inch Android tablet that, when connected to the magnetic keyboard, it can be used as a sort of Android laptop. That's a thing.